Hi, welcome back. I'm Allison. This is Wonder Crochet. With fall just around the corner, I've been loving all things pumpkin themed, and you know how big of a fan of fall I am. I even have my overalls on today. So I thought it was the perfect time to bring you 15 free pumpkin themed crochet patterns. And these are all fairly easy patterns, so even if you're a beginner, you should be able to follow along with most of these. If you haven't checked out my free pattern roundups before, I have tons of them on my channel, and this is actually my third fall themed one. I have one that is just a mix of fall patterns, one that's Halloween focused, and then this one which will be pumpkin focused. So if you're brand new here, brand new to crochet, and you'd like to learn how to make plushies like all of these that I make, I have a full online course that I'll link in the description. It teaches you from the very beginning how to crochet well, with over 40 step-by-step tutorials teaching you basic stitches, more advanced stitches, how to read crochet patterns, and how to crochet any plushie you want. So enough chatting, let's jump into our 15 free pumpkin themed crochet patterns. And I realized that I don't have many pumpkins. Well, I have one here, a pumpkin spice latte, and then a mini one over here, so I guess I do have a few pumpkins. First up, we have this adorable pumpkin amigurumi by Stringy Ding Ding. I had to include just a classic pumpkin, and on her site she has a ton of patterns. If you've watched these run-ups before, I usually include at least one pattern on there. And this is one of the first few things that I made when I first started crocheting. So these pumpkins are very easy to make, and there are several different sizes as well. So if you want to make a mini pumpkin, you can definitely make one of those. These patterns are designed in worsted weight yarn, so if you use chunkier yarns, then you can change the size of the pumpkin as well. So number one, classic pumpkin. It really is one of my favorite patterns. Next up on our list is actually one of my free patterns, and it is this pumpkin roll pattern. Pumpkin rolls are by far my favorite fall dessert. They're just so good. There's a bakery near me that makes gluten-free ones, so even I can eat them, and it's just my favorite fall treat. Like, I've been waiting for them to get the pumpkin rolls in. So of course I had to crochet one as well. This is a free pattern on my blog, and it has that nice little swirl on the end like the classic pumpkin roll does, and then just that mini pumpkin on top to really drive home what it is. And then of course I had to add a cute face to it because that's my favorite thing to do. I've also seen people make Swiss rolls from this pattern as well. So if you do like a dark brown or black with a white on the end, another very tasty treat. So if you're a pumpkin roll fan like me, this pattern is free on my blog. And before we continue with more pumpkin patterns, I wanted to show you something that's been adding even more fall fun to my craft room. And that is the Lian 2x3 photo printer. It's portable, uses wireless printing, and is so easy to use. Simply install the paper and you're ready to print. The best part is it uses inkless printing, so there's no mess and it won't dirty your hands. You can easily print any photo using Bluetooth. I love how quickly it prints these vibrant sticky backed photos so that I can use it to decorate anything in my craft room. Whether you want to display your finished crochet projects or add some seasonal fun, this printer makes it all so easy. And it's been a game changer for personalizing my space. Whether you want to display your crochet projects or add some flair and organization to your craft space, this printer makes it all so easy and fun. Use my promo code and the link in the description for 10% off your very own Lian photo printer. Now let's get back to our crochet patterns. The third pumpkin pattern on our list is another one by Stringy Ding Ding, and it is this pumpkin pie pattern. Say that 3 times fast. It's just so cute, goes really well with the pumpkin pattern, or if you wanted to create little pies for your amigurumis to hold, I think that would be adorable. I've also seen a ton of mashups, so like turtles where their shell is a pumpkin pie, or even animals popping out of the pumpkin pie for fall. And I definitely think that this would be a wonderful base pattern for all of those as well. Again, so well written, and it is in worsted weight yarn, so keep that in mind if you're using a chunkier yarn to make this project. Now, if you're looking for something to decorate your home or spruce it up for fall time, this rustic pumpkin garland by The Knotted Nest is just what you need. And what's really great about this is you can customize the colors of the pumpkins, so you can really make it fit the color theme of your home. Like for example, if I wanted to do white and pink pumpkins so it matches the craft room, or if I wanted to do dark green and off-white for the rest of my house that isn't bright pink, then you can definitely do that for your home, and this adds just such a fun homemade touch. I'm a really big fan of this one. Or if you work in an office and you wanted to make this and string it up on your desk, I think that would be so nice for fall time. Next we have these fun pumpkin coasters from I Love Knots. These really are a quick project and would make a great gift as well. So if you're looking for a last minute fall gift for maybe a teacher or a coworker, I think these would be awesome. And of course, they are a fun project that you can display in your home and keep your surfaces nice while you're drinking your pumpkin spice latte. Now let's move into some fun animal fall patterns. You know, these are always my favorite on these lists because I just love crocheting animals. The first one is Kit the Pumpkin Cat by Hi Sheep, and if you like mixing themes together, this adorable cat and pumpkin is a perfect combination, awesome for fall time. And I feel like these patterns are so unique that combine two separate things together, like all the food animal patterns that we always see. But I didn't include just one pumpkin kitten on this list, I included two. So pattern number 7 is Secret the Pumpkitten, which I love a play on words, and this is by Little World of Whimsy. This one is just as adorable as the last one, and I had to include both of them because they do have different looks to them. So if you're looking for a specific look for your pumpkin kitten, I have these two options for you. But these are just fun, silly. I feel like either of them would sell really well at a fall market. And pattern number 8 on our list is actually another one of mine. And if you watch my channel, then you've probably seen this already, but it is my fall Pom Pom Purin. If you don't know who Pom Pom Purin is, he's a little Sanrio character, so like Hello Kitty, and it's a little dog, and I had to make him fall themed by putting a little pumpkin on his head. He usually has a little brown beret, so I did an orange pumpkin with a stem on top instead. So if you're a Sanrio fan and you're a fan of fall, then I would definitely check this one out. It is pretty low sew, and you could make it no sew if you just crochet the pieces on instead of sewing them on. I didn't make it no sew just because everyone has such differing tension, especially using different yarns. But if you know how to crochet pieces on, you can definitely make it no sew. So it's a quick workup. And I did make it in chenille yarn, so if you want to make it smaller, you can use worsted weight. If you want to make it bigger, you can use Burnette blanket or even a jumbo yarn like Sweet Snuggles. Now another cute pumpkin animal, and I promise this is the last one, is this pumpkin bear, and this is by Stringy Ding Ding. Check out their website. There's so many great fall patterns on there, obviously, but I love this adorable combination of a bear and a pumpkin. It's just so sweet, and I feel like it would look great in a kid's room or a nursery in fall time, especially great as a gift as well. And this is another one, you could change the colors and make it really anything you want. I think it would be really adorable if you made a pink bear with a white pumpkin. Clearly I have a thing with pink and white, but I think that would look really cute, and this is definitely on my list to make. Okay, we are through our cute animal fall patterns, and let's move into some other ones like blankets and pillows. And we're flying through these. We're already on pattern number 10, and this is by Repeat Crafter Me. And it is just a gorgeous fall pumpkin blanket. This is a granny square blanket, so you can make it as large as you want depending on how many granny squares you make. Or if you know how to make other granny square items like bags or tops, then you can use these gorgeous granny squares to make those as well. But I can just imagine being wrapped up in this cozy pumpkin blanket with some tea in my hand and a good book, and I think that it's perfect for this season. And speaking of granny squares, I included another pumpkin granny square on this list, and this is by Gina Michelle. Again, if you know how to make blankets or tote bags or tank tops out of granny squares, then this is a wonderful base for all of those projects. And you can find how to join those and everything on YouTube as well. So if you're a beginner, then you can definitely learn how to make granny squares and how to join them. I feel like those are just the fundamentals of crochet. So learning how to do that is really fun and gives you so many options for more projects to make. The next pattern on our list is by Stitchberry, and it's these gorgeous pumpkin pillows. Perfect for snuggling up in bed as the weather gets cooler, putting on a fall movie, and just relaxing on these. And they honestly look so soft. It's a simple pumpkin pattern with a classic look, but uses fluffy, chunky yarn, and I think that this would look gorgeous for decorating your couch or your bed or anything like that this season. And the next pumpkin pillow pattern is by yours truly, and it is this pumpkin pillow. And the idea that I had for this one is I wanted it to be flat so you could actually lay on it. So I made these ridges in between so it still looked like a pumpkin. But this one uses jumbo yarn. So size 7. I used Parfait XL yarn for this in a 9mm hook. So it's definitely a hefty project, but works out pretty quickly because the yarn is so thick. So if you would rather make this as a smaller project or a little accent, then you can definitely use smaller yarn for that. It's perfect for laying your head on and relaxing. And we are down to our last 2 patterns. And they are actually both by Nat Giso here on YouTube, and they're both bucket hats. The first one is this pumpkin bucket hat, and I saw this as I was scrolling through shorts one day and just thought it was the cutest thing. I've said this before, I don't look great in bucket hats, so I don't usually wear them or use them, but I've seen people look just so cute in bucket hats, and this pumpkin one would just be perfect for this season, wearing it to a pumpkin patch or on a hayride or apple picking. I just think it's so cute. And this is a step-by-step YouTube tutorial, so really perfect for my beginners. And a bucket hat is a great project when you're first starting out. And that brings us to our last pattern, which is actually this pumpkin cow pattern. So the pattern itself is actually a strawberry cow, but she modded it to have orange colors instead for it to be a pumpkin cow for the fall season, and I really love that. You can even add some leaves on there if you want to drive home the pumpkin theme, but there's not many things cuter than a cow bucket hat. My niece would look adorable in this. I'm going to ask her if she wants one. But again, it's a YouTube tutorial, great for beginners, and if you love making crochet wearables, I think these are adorable. So that's it. Those were our 15 free and easy pumpkin themed crochet patterns. Let me know what patterns you liked on this list, if there are any that you're definitely going to be making, or any that I missed that I should check out myself. Thank you so much again, Leanne, to sponsoring today's video. And if you don't already, give me a follow over on my Instagram. I'm posting a ton of fun and cute fall projects this season that I'd love for you to see, and you can always send me a message over there as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.